Hello, good morning, fifth graders. How are you this morning? I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome back to English Session with me, Miss Felani. Okay, friend. Today we're going to review about a non-defining relative clause and reflexive pronoun. Do you still remember, friends? We have discussed this last Monday actually, but today we're gonna review again, okay? So let's get started. So, what is a non-defining relative clause, friends? Do you still remember? So, it adds information about a person or a thing, but it's not really essential to the meaning of a sentence. Okay? So, it gives extra information, but we still understand the main idea of a sentence without a non-defining relative clause. So it's just basically give you extra information. Okay, friends, we use commas to separate the extra information from the main sentence. And also, we can use relative pronoun to describe, to introduce a non-defining clause. We can use which, who, where, and whose. Okay, I give you some examples over here from your workbook page 40, but I'm going to discuss a little bit. The rest you can check it by yourself, okay? Number 1, that little village, where the talented singer was born, has a lot of visitors from all over the world every year. Okay, what is the main idea of this sentence? That little village has a lot of visitors from all over the world every year. Okay, so that is the main sentence of number 1. Meanwhile, where the talented singer was born is a non-defining relative clause. Why do we use where over here? Pay attention to the subject first. So what is the subject of this sentence? That little village. Little village is a name of a place, right? So here we use where because where refers to a place, and here that little village is a place, so we use where. And then next, number 2, Mr. Johnson, who is my next door neighbor, always greets me when he walks past my house. Okay, what is the main idea of this sentence? Mr. Johnson always greets me when he walks past my house. Okay, look at the subject. What is the subject? Mr. Johnson. So, what reflexive pronoun that we can use? We can use who over here. Why? Because who refers to a person. In here, Mr. Johnson is a person. So that's why we use who. Okay, one more example. Number 4, the new computer, which is very useful, belongs to my brother. Okay, remember what is the subject? The new computer. So for thing, we can use which, right? So that's why here which refers to a new computer, etc. Okay, you can check again the examples from your workbook page 40. Okay, so the bold over there is a non-defining relative clause. Okay, and here reflexive pronoun. What is that reflexive pronoun? We use it when a person is proud of something he or she has done, or the person does something by himself or herself. So we use it when the same person does and receive the action. So to decide which reflexive pronoun that we use, we have to see the personal pronoun first. So there are some personal pronoun that we know, right? For example, I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Those are personal pronoun. And then each personal pronoun has its own reflexive pronoun. So for example, myself, I become myself. You become yourself or yourselves. And then he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, we, ourselves, they, themselves. So if the pronoun is about a person, singular, it ends with LF, okay? But if it's about more than one person, it ends in LVES. For example, in yourself, ourselves, themselves. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, please pay attention to the example. Number 1, be careful not to spill the hot water on yourself. Okay, so here someone is talking to another one. Okay, so give a warning. So that's why we use yourself over here. He doesn't care. Number 2, he doesn't care about other people. He only thinks of himself. Why we use himself over here? Because the personal pronoun over there is he as a subject. Okay, he become himself. Number 3, they wrote the story all by themselves. They become themselves, right? Now, number 4, we tried making a tree house ourselves, but we couldn't do it. So we over here become ourselves. Friends, you can check again your textbook, page 62, okay, for the detail of reflexive pronoun. Here's the example that I take from your workbook, page 42. You can check it again by yourself, okay? So friends, that's all for today. We have learned about a non-defining relative clause and reflexive clause. So there's no assignment for today, no test to be submitted. So thank you very much. See you again next Thursday, okay friends? Bye!